Okay. Ugh. Let's see. Trying to get set up. Sorry, guys. I'm at a new spot. So let me try to get a decent angle here. I think that's as good as it's going to get. Let's see. Turn this off. I have Abby on. Oh, I need to go into my own show. Dun dun dun. Arts and handmade. Here I am. I'm like, here I am. You guys, talking to yourself is so weird. Okay. Oh, move the scissors. And we need a pen. This. We need a pen. Sorry, guys, a little discombobulated. That light's a little crazy. Should I? Is that better? I can't tell if it's better, but it is what it is. Okay. Let me try this light. Nope, it doesn't want. Hold on. Okay, let's see if we can get the light a little better. Nope, we can't. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Don't get sick. So some of you know I'm in San Diego. So this is not my normal setup. So we're just trying to make it work for today. Daisy, hi, honey. Okay. We're just trying to make it work for 30 minutes, guys. Can we make it work for 30 minutes? Okay. Here we go. It doesn't look the worst it's ever been. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Jen. Thank you guys for hanging out. Okay, good. You can hear me. That's a relief. Okay. Now we can just breathe. Now we can just breathe. Oh, the raid's here. Thank you, Abby, for the raid. Hi, guys. I apologize for the lighting. We're just going to do the best we can. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Okay, so a lot of you know I am in San Diego for this week and next week. What that means for you guys is my setup looks crazy. I am working on a desk that is like 16 inches deep by 24 inches wide. So it's like a little fold up desk. It's tiny. I am in my kids' room using like a super Jimmy rigged setup. So you guys are just gonna have to bear with me for 30 minutes, guys. You're just gonna have to bear with me because it's wild over here. Like the cords are everywhere. Oh, and look at what I just did. Okay, sorry about that. And I don't know why that happened. I'm trying to tighten all of the things on here. Wow, you guys went on a ride. Okay, let me not touch anything. Let me not touch anything and let's just get started because the sooner we start, the sooner my stress level can alleviate from all of this craziness. Okay, what is the welcome giving? Oh, here, let me run this. Here's the welcome giving. Okay, so what I've been doing in San Diego is just making and decorating a bunch of ephemera. So this will be your welcome giving. You guys can use it in your projects any way that you want. The other thing I wanted to mention is I really didn't have a lot of strawberry papers and ephemera and things like that. And I really wanted to focus on using what I had and not buying a bunch of stuff. So I used the strawberry items that I had to make strawberry projects. And then I leaned in on the boop factor with just cute. I want to pinch your cheeks. I want to boop your nose. I want to slap your booty type of things. So that's where that's where I went with it because I was like, I could spend $50 buying strawberry stuff, or I could really try to be one of those people who's trying to use what they have and just try to be creative with what I got, to be honest. So that's where I'm at. Some of you know I love steampunk, but like cute steampunk, not scary cyborg steampunk. So that's a lot of the imagery that I use for these. So please get in the Gibby. You're going to get these and then I can start running. Girl, like some of them I tried to stay cutesy because I was like, you know, let's try to be classy. Let's pretend that we're classy. Okay. Also, my 11-year-old is still asleep on the bed next to me. So let's just see how this goes, you guys. I'm completely winging a prayer today. So if there are any requests, let me know. If not, I'm just going to run in order. So let's see. Auction. Here we go. So I made these two tags. They are pretty large. This one's the graphic 45 die that some of you know, and I don't even have a ruler. Okay, I don't have a ruler. I had to buy scissors here. I had to buy glue here. Um, so you know, it's this big. This one's this big, and this one's this big. If anyone would like one of these tags, I'm gonna run them right now for 15 seconds. It's for choice. So you've got this one here. It says learning to fly. She's so pretty. I mean, honestly, he or she, I can't, it's one of those androgynous type thingies. And then you've got him. One must be patient, my dear. Like, looks like he's searching for the secrets of the universe. But I love him. What happened? What did Gunner win? Oh no. Well, Scudder. We can't call you Strawberry Shortcake because we got to call you Santa. Santa. Who wants to slap Santa's booty? That's a thing. I bet that's a thing. Okay. Let's try something else. I am going to run through everything that is like a journal folio type thing, and then I'll run the ephemera packs at the end, just since they're choice and they'll be all over the desk and all of that kind of stuff. Okay. So let's do this fold out. I'm going to show it while I run it. So here's this one. It says, what seems like the ordinary is often the extraordinary. I love her. You guys know all of my business. Yes, I'll run the tags again. You know all my business. You know that I'm still getting used to using Tim Holtz and I'm really trying to lean in. So you've got a scrappy pad here, a pocket with some tags. You've got tags and journaling cards here, tags and journaling cards in here. And then you've got this one. Thank you, Hall Stacy. Yay! Isn't she pretty? I did a bright one and then the other one is more muted color. So I'm glad you like this one. She's so sweet on top of there. And I put like a fussy cut here and she's sitting on top of that strawberry. Thank you for that. Okay, let me run the tags. Pick a boop tag, guys. Pick a boopy tag. Running for 15 seconds for choice. You can do purple, learning to fly. I'm trying to catch the light, okay? So if I'm moving it around all crazy, that's why. And then you've got one must have patience, my dear. Thank you guys for your bids. Aren't they cute? So steampunk doesn't have to be creepy and it doesn't have to be overdone. I tried to do these ones. Momi, thank you. Which one would you like? Blue or purple? Blue. Okay. I love that one. Okay, let me see. Momi, number one. I swear if I touch this power cord, it's going to flip everything all over again. I'm a hunting. You won the giveaway. Thank you for being here, honey. Okay, let me grab that. Let me grab that for I'm a hunting. You have had some killer shows lately. It has been hard. You've been doing a good job making it hard for me to not swipe with all the stuff that you've been bringing. Okay, here we go. We're going to run the second one. This is learning to fly. Look at. I did get the giant grommet setter that Daisy told us about in her show earlier, I think this past week. I didn't even know there was a grommet setter for that. Taylor, thank you. And then they are finished on the back for journaling. So let me get that one put away. So what I did is I brought a carry-on. So a lot of the things I have are like flatter because I had to bring them from Texas, right? And I was worried stuff would get smashed and embellishments would fall off. And so some of you know I like to do like really elaborately decorated covers. I tried to not do that this time because I was really worried about transporting things. And I was like, oh God, if I have like all the stuff fall off, I will be the saddest girl ever. Here is the other envelope. Wow. Let's calm down. Can we all just take a collective breath? Because clearly I'm a little bit cracked out. Okay. I have water. The only thing I've had today is coffee and a little bit of a sandwich. So you guys are just, you're in for a ride. The train is going to be a ride, and I am here to be one of the first stops on the crazy train. Okay. So here is the more muted envelope fold out. This one says gratitude turns what we have into enough. And I will say I'm feeling that a lot while I'm visiting San Diego because I brought very limited craft supplies with me, and I haven't made to this extent in a long time. Um, just being satisfied with what I brought and learning to lean in and use the things creatively that I brought has been really like freeing almost. And I was telling the girls, I was like, how do I emulate this when I get home? How do I keep, how do I keep this momentum going when I get home and I've got my entire stash? And I'm really not sure how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to try. I know, Momi, less is more. Put the extra in storage. Girl, my storage unit is full. I It's so upsetting. My storage that is supposed to be for family stuff is completely full of craft supplies. So I was actually thinking about running a show out of the storage unit and just bringing the scale and just running stuff, like sticking a sticker on it, like weighing it, running it, sticking a sticker on it, and then taking the full 3 days to ship and just run out of the unit because I really do have a lot. So if anybody wants me to rerun that, just let me know. She's a whole vibe. And I put her on this giant boot, this Victorian boot die cut here, and it says gratitude turns what we have into enough. So there's that one. Okay. Now what's next? Am I missing anything? You guys will tell me. Okay. Be You Bravely paper bag mini journal. Okay. This is this lady here. I'm gonna show her and run her at the same time. Let me undo the tie before this completely like wrecks my whole situation. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to show and start her. So here's her. Okay. She was a ready-made cluster that I had in a cluster book, and I was like, oh, she's totally boopable. And then I did one of the Tim Holtz die cuts here. And then I used some Nuvo drops to bring out some pink detailing in here. Then she's got a dangle for Be You Bravely. Then you open her up, and she's 4 paper bags, I think. Each of them has a pocket and a tuck. There's lots of little ephemera in here. I'll keep running while I show. Doo-doo-doo. And then I don't know if you could see the paper bag is pink striped from Daiso. I saw these cute bags when I was there, so I was like, oh, I need to get those. Okay, you've got lots of ephemera tucked in here. Still lots of room to make her your own. Okay, lots of little things in here. All of these are the large pockets on the side. So if anybody wants that rerun, just let me know. And then here's the back. Thank you guys for looking. Let me try to tie it up before I make a mess. Also, I'm going to turn on my AC. Oh, Mommy, sure. Let me rerun her. And while we're doing that, I'm going to turn on my AC because I'm dying. Okay, that is running. Right? Okay, that's running. I'm going to turn on my AC. We've got a room AC. I've got to turn it to face me. So that's running. Thank you, Momi. Thank you for that. Okay. Am I saying that right? Or should I be calling you Mo? Or should I be calling you Melissa? Watch. Watch it be like Jessica. Mo, okay. And I'll be like, well, I couldn't have guessed that even if I tried. Okay, here we go. Use your wings. Let's do that one. So these go together. Put her up there. Okay, these ones, I, like many of us, I saw a video on YouTube about how to make this journal in the front, ephemera pocket in the back. So I'm going to untie this so that I don't try to do it while I'm running the auction because that's always a disaster. Okay. So you've got this big fold out holder back here that you could tie or close up any way you want. I use my giant whale tail punch. I don't know if you can see how large they are. They're like 2.5 inches. They're really fun. And then you've got this single signature in the front. So I'm going to run this one while I show it a little. So it's got use your wings. It's got a fold over tab closure here with Velcro. And then let me show you. That's the cover. And then you've got a single signature in here. Okay, so you've got lots of paper, coffee dyed paper, all of this in here. It's really pretty. I love the size of these. I love how like travel friendly they are. You can take your notes and journal and doodle. And then as you pick up special things along the day or the weeks, you can stick them in the back. The inside also has pockets, but I loved this setup. When I saw the tutorial, I was like, that's so cute. Okay, you've got this gatefold pocket back here. So you're gonna get that. Thank you, Momi. Swipe your screen to remove the chat. Oh, you guys, I swear if I move the camera, it's gonna fall. So I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Okay, let me do this one. Collect beautiful moments. Same setup. This one's just butterflies. I loved the paper, so I really didn't want to cover it too much with another focal. So I just put essentially the sentiment, and I wanted it to look like a book plate type situation. And then here's the back with some sari silk. And then you get these two ephemera pieces with this one because you know it had to be butterflies. So those are already decorated for you. We won't even pretend like we could tie that without being a disaster. We're going to run this one. So here's this one, Collect Beautiful Moments. This one's actually chunkier. I got really, I went overboard with how many pages are in this one. This one's real chunky. Oh, Kelly, you like this one? You didn't even let on. She's sneaky, you guys. Some things she's like, I have to have that. And then other things she doesn't say anything because I feel like a lot of us have similar tastes, so we don't want to let on what we like. Thank you, Kelly. And then see, you've got a pocket in the front and in the back. So you've got that one like that. How am I doing on time? Okay. I'm actually doing decent. Muffin! Oh, girl, no. Let's not shimmy. If I shimmy, I'll hit the cord and then it'll all go falling. I'm also not a good shimmier. We've discussed this on the Google Meet, like with Midwest and with Creative. Kelly can shimmy. Kelly can shimmy like no problem. I'm not even going to say if I know if Lisa can shimmy. I feel like she can, but I don't feel like she wants to because she feels like she doesn't have big enough boobies. But you know, you don't need big boobies to shimmy. I cannot shimmy, but I bounce. I like bounce in my seat because I sit on a yoga ball chair, and so I just bounce. That is what I do. Okay, what do we have next? Adventure awaits. Is that this one? Okay. These were the first things I made for the train, okay? These little fabric journals. See, again, this is the bane of my existence, these untying the string things. It's fine. You guys can watch me struggle. You can giggle. It's okay. So here's Adventure Awaits. Okay. I had already made this journal topper. I had it in my stash. And then I got this fabric from Midwest. And I just felt like they went together. Like, as soon as I got the fabric, I was like, oh, I think I know what I want to do. And already had this idea to do the steampunk boopiness for the train. So it just came together for me really naturally. Both of the journals are single signature stitched in. Okay, so I've got this one. Let me run it. And then I'll get back to the chat because I feel like I'm probably missing something. So there's this one. And then you've just got a writing journal. Okay, this isn't embellished. This is toss in your bag, take notes, go to the grocery store, remember that task that you need to do, type of thing. No, there's no shimmy here. Cindy, you could totally shimmy. I feel like Cindy's an undercover shimmy girl. I'm very open about not being able to shimmy. Thank you guys for looking at that one. It is made with reused Amazon packaging, so they're squishy. Okay. So I'll have that one if anyone wants me to rerun it. I'm going to try to tie this loosely so that if I have to reshow it, it's not too hard. Hi guys, thank you for coming in. So this one's still here. I love this one too with the green and the peach. This one says, every day you decide who you want to be. So between that and the gratitude, I feel like there's, you know, we have some soul searching to do to simplify life and that kind of thing. So let me run this one and I'll flip through it. So this one's here. Again, it's that vintage fabric. I put these little corners on. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, you've got envelope and papers. Look at this grungy paper in here. That's like, okay, I stenciled and sprayed on some of these. Here's the other part of the paper bag. Isn't it cute? Trying to use the things, you guys. I'm really trying to use the stuff. Thank you, Lisa. And this one, I was smart. Look, and I attached it. So this one's actually stays on. Actually, I figured that out after I struggled with the other one. So, that one's coming to you. Okay. Where are we? What else do we need to run? Oh, okay. I have a twofer because, I follow Lisa and I copy her. So I just felt like, I know they're not the same, but I just felt like they went together really pretty for whatever reason. And it doesn't have to make sense. I do what I want. So let me show you what I have. I've got this one, Be Brave. Okay, she's like a completely epic elf fairy moment with the frame. Open this up. And then you've got your single signature journal here. Okay. And then you've got, oh, we should have untied it. Then you've got some decorated ephemera back here because she's epic. This is a double. So this goes, this way on a journal page. So you have decorated on both sides. Then you've got this one. So you've got this piece. I'll start running it. You've got that one. And then you have this one. And I think I might have watched Daisy's tutorial on how to make this little flippy guy. But there's pockets and journal cards, tucks, and everything in this one. Fold outs, tags, and all these little hiding places. Oh gosh, you can't see because my arms are short. Thank you, Daisy. I'm like, this is comfortable and this is like outstretched. So I look kind of ridiculous. Thank you, Daisy. Okay, there's that. Now, the big girl. Where's the big girl? Oh, did I lose it? Nope. Here's my big one. Okay. I'm going to go to the screen so I can show it. So here's this one. I used Adventure Awaits. I put an eyelet here and there's a dangle. See the world. You've got these two sisters. Okay. I use one of the Tim Holtz baseboard frames here and distressed it and put some I don't know if it was collage medium or I think it was grit paste actually on here. I've got some Prima flowers all around the edge here. Lots of layers in the background. You've got the lace, you've got the trim, you've got the netting, you've got, I want to call it gauze, and I know that's not what it's called, but you know, that stuff. It's a folio. It flips. The signature is sewn in. So let me open it. And then I'll show you guys the inside and then we can run it. You've got the seam binding that's attached here. Okay, and on the back. It's Kathy Holden fabric here, and then it's stitched with the black. So then you open it up. Here's this panel. It can go here or it can go underneath. Then you've got these. Let me start running it. Start the auction. So this one's running. You've got these two embellished pieces here on the inside. Look at him. He's so cool. Okay, you've got these double pocket here. This is a tuck. You open it up. You've got a signature here. Hi, Lena. Okay, you've got all of this in here. Vintage book pages from gardening books and, you know, music paper. Got avocado dyed paper. I think that's actually from Never Miss Finds. You've got some Edith Holden paper in here. Some more tucks and fold outs. You've got trim on some of the pages. Here's one of the clusters I put on. Thank you, Cindy. I'm glad you like it, honey. There's vellum. And then you've got all this ephemera back here too. So you've got this one, this card, and this one. So that, we're just going to stick it all right here. And then I just love the cover. Oh, I'm glad you like it. It's really pretty. Super sweet. Okay. How are we on time? 7 minutes. Who am I rating? I'm rating Petra. Okay. I do know what I'm doing, guys. I do know what I'm doing. Contrary to popular belief. Okay. I put this. We're just going to leave her here because she's pretty. I'm going to run this little guy one more time before I put it away. Because I think she or he, whoever, they are worth another chance. So this little writing journal is running. And then I'll run the envelope fold out and then we'll finish up with some ephemera packs. And I have to run the buyer's gibby. Oh, thank you, Molsto. Am I saying that right? I hope I am. Thank you. Yay. Let's run the fold out. Maybe you were thinking about her. Maybe she was still on your mind. We'll run it one more time. I love the boot. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. This one's running. There's lots of ephemera in here, lots of writing space. All of the envelopes can be used. Here's your scrappy pad. Oh, thanks, Lisa. I love him. I had a ball putting people sitting on strawberries. I was like, this is such a thing. I'm totally doing it. Thank you, Lisa. Wait, that's running. I'm going to run the buyer's gibby in the background. And then I'm just going to show some ephemera, guys. I decorated all of these while I've been in San Diego. I put them in groups of 3s. And so if you like something that's on the table, you can take it home. If not, I completely understand. Here, let me see. So this is the stuff I've decorated since I've been here. So let me try to find the best way to get some of this out of the bag. Okay. Here. So you've got this corner tuck. It's meant to go over the page. This one is just so the butterfly can be the right way. So you would put this over the corner of your journal. Okay, I've got this one with it. So this is a double pocket. You could do the other pocket here or at the top, depending on how you decide to glue it in. And then you've got a pocket here. He's a whole vibe. So you get those two. And then you've got her, this altered card, okay? So I'll do that one. And then I'll show you guys this one. You've got her. That's a coin envelope, okay? Then you've got this tag with a tuck pocket. So these ones you could use on tags or on pages. They can go on the bottom or on the top. I love to make these. They're just so easy. And you can put them anywhere. And then you've got him on an altered card. So set one and set two, I'll run just in case anyone likes either one of those. Da, da, da. And we'll just run them for 10 seconds in case somebody wants one, and then I can clear the deck. Oh, Daisy, you like one. Daisy likes one. Daisy. Do you want set one or set two? One. This one. Yeah, I love this one. And then look. Look it. Boom. And then Daisy's little tag. Okay, I'll put out another set. So you've got this envelope. She kept her word. You've got this altered tag. And then you've got this double tuck also. So that's set one. So you've got one and two. And then I'll show you this one. You've got this little guy. I know that I am home. These little altered cards. I've been busting out these altered cards, guys. Crazy. Look at him. What is he up to? I don't know. And then her. So I'll run this and then we'll pull the buyer's giving and we're going to raid. Let's see if anybody likes either of these sets. Set one, set two, and then set three. Thank you, Cindy. Which one can I get you, Cindy? You want one? This one? I love this one too. Okay, look. And then we're going to stick this one in here. And we're going to put Cindy's tag. How are we on time? Okay. Let's pull the buyer's giving. If you've made a purchase, please get in there. I'm going to run these last two ephemera bundles before we raid. You can do one or two. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for bearing with me while I've been in San Diego. It's been bananas. I was literally like, how am I going to do this? I got a thermal printer. I did all the things, guys. So I appreciate you guys giving me something to do and giving me something to ship. I'm sure Petra's going to have the cutest thing. So let's pull the winner for the buyer's giving, which is another set of decorated ephemera. Taylor, you're going to get this one, and this one. Those are coming to you. Thank you. Okay, let's get ready to raid. Okay, I can't do it on the iPad now. I'm going to have to take you guys off the stand, so just hold on. Hold on. Hopefully I don't hang up. We can all look at Cindy's really pretty journal. Okay, let's go. Thank you guys for being here. Stay on the train. Here we go. Red Ralk. Here she is. We're raiding, guys. Hold on. You really need to. Oh my gosh, it is, huh? Okay, yeah, no. She's totally going to gamble today and win.